Hello everybody, welcome. Tonight we are going to take a look at another variation on the tent card. This tent card has an acetate sheet or a window sheet on it just to make it something a little bit different. So welcome to Fantastic Fun Folds. I'm Tatiana from Tatiana Creative Stamping Adventure and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. I've been sharing a series of videos on Monday nights called Fantastic Fun Folds to inspire and to teach you how to make cards that are a little bit different. So as a card maker, you don't have to stick to the standard open book close kind of fold, and you can explore this amazing world of what people are calling fun folds, and I'm calling them fantastic fun folds. So hello and welcome. Let's head to the craft desk and get started. Welcome. We are going to start by cutting our card base. Tonight I've decided to use Whisper White Thick, and what I'm going to do is cut it in half lengthways. I don't know if that's correct. Yeah, lengthways. Oh, I was a few minutes late though, Elizabeth. My notification, I've got a notification for myself coming online so I can bring it up. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I'm here, you're here, we're all here. So I've got standard piece of cardstock, half. If you're using letter cardstock, so that you'll be cutting it in a 4 1/4 inches. And now we're going to do some scoring. The scoring lines are somewhat arbitrary tonight. It depends on the look that you are after. I'm going to score the first one 7 centimeters or 5 centimeters. I'm going to go with 7 centimeters. So I will put all these up on my blog when I'm ready, and with the measurements for the cardstock when you're using letter cardstock, so in Imperial, because I'm not that organized tonight. But that, so you could do it about 2 inches, and then the next score line I want, so I did that 5 centimeters, so 14.8 plus 5 is 19.8. So that's the next score line. So I want that to be a full card height, and then I want a centimeter away from that, so 19.8, yes, 19.8, so 20.8, and then another centimeter, so 21.8, and there you have it. So with letter it would be about 2 inches, then at 7.5 inches, 8 inches approximately. No, maybe that should be 1/4 of an inch. Well, no, I'll do the maths later. Too much for the brain power. I've got enough to think about. And before I do any sort of folding, oh, I should have brought in, should not have taken away my trimmer. I have the window sheets here. These are our window sheets, so they're basically acetate. And I'm going to take a window sheet. Oh, I've got 2 in there. I feel like I've just won the lottery. I didn't realize. And I'm going to cut it at 10.5 centimeters, which is the same width as my card base there. So that would be at 4 1/4 inch. And doesn't need to be quite the same height, so I'm going to cut it at 13 centimeters. For those with the letter paper, you could cut that at 5 inches or 4.5. And there we have our bits. And I thought it would be really cute and fun to die cut clouds. Because if you've been following my blog lately, you would, or on social media, you may have noticed I'm really loving the happy dies. And my favorite from the Happy dies is the cloud die. So I'm going to take my card base and I am going to remove the top plate, place that, and this is going to fold down, so I want the clouds on the edge there. So the die is nice in the sense that it's sized so that it fits rolling through the die cutting. You bought them because of me. I bought them simply because of the cloud die. I have been using that in all sorts of projects. I do have one unfinished that I've used both the clouds and the Happy, and I'm loving it. I just need that time. But what's great is that it fits not lengthways through the big machine, through the stamp and cut and emboss machine that way, because we wouldn't be able to turn our cardstock this way. So that's great. And then I want clouds on the other side too. And because it's the bottom, you'll get the big cloud on different, but I'm going to scoot it over a little bit so that it's not all matchy. I might need a second set of these dies. I'm using it so much. I don't think dies wear out. Run that one through. Fabulous. And we may need to run that, adjust that. Actually, that one's quite high. I want that one to be much closer to the score line. I don't know if those score lines aren't probably showing up, but I've got the 3 score lines, which are the base of the card. And I want the clouds to be closer to the bottom there. So I'm going to just eyeball it, basically. But if I don't go too far, I can always trim more off, do another die cut, then if I go too low, you'll see what I mean. I have a vision, and it is good. Need to give my plates a clean. And what I might do is take my spare piece of cardstock and just get some clouds going on it as well, so that we can layer some up. Just, you know, for kicks. This all will make sense in a moment. I promise. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat and just do the other side, and then I can trim them off as big or as small as I need at a later point. Hey Kay, how's it going? I hope you are well. Is that rain I hear? Yes, it has started to rain here. We had a taste of summer today. It was amazing. I have not been enjoying these last few days of winter, so I was very pleased to get that beautiful taste of summer. Now you're going to think I'm crazy when you'll see what stamps that I'm combining this with, but you know, this is what creativity is all about, trying new things. So we're going to now fold along the score line. So this is the first score line. That's going to form the top of our tent, and then we've got the next score line which folds in as well, and then the next one folds the other way. So if you are familiar with tent cards, it kind of has like a little W in the bottom, and that's what we've created. So previous tent card, I kind of created that little bit and stuck it in. This is one piece of cardstock that's wrapping around, and the acetate bit comes in there. So we're creating like this cloud scene essentially, and I'm thinking, like the height of that, I might make, I'm gonna have to run that one through again. make that smaller because we want the cloud and the see-through bit coming through. So I'm going to just position that with a bit of washi. So tomorrow is the 1st of September here in Australia, and that also means the first day that I will not be consuming any sugar for the next 30. And if you watched last Monday night, I was already kind of prepping for that. So tonight we are going to combine cookies and clouds because we can. This is where I say it may make me a little crazy, but I'm liking that. I thought, why not? So that acetate will go there. I'm loving it. And we are going to layer some clouds down here and at the top too. So let's trim that down. I'll use the mini trimmer for that. I am really just eyeballing all of this, and it doesn't really matter. So I'm putting a very small pencil mark there. And trimming that. That will layer nicely down there. And then this side, again, pencil mark, and I'll trim that. Oh, it's going to look so cute. So you can play with the dimensions and where you want to score based on how you would like your tent card to look. There is no rule to say you have to have it. You can have really thin strips. We could have made that W a bit thicker. But anyhow, let's get stamping with some cookies. So we have nothing better than a stamp set. I'm going to grab some Whisper White. I've got some scraps which are perfect for this. Cookies and chocolate or just cookies? What do we think? Let's see. Let me know, what do you think? Today's plan, consume cookies, chocolate, or, yeah, I think it'll be fun to do both. So let's grab both. I'm grabbing the chocolate stamp and mounting that. And now I'm going to grab the outline for both. Elizabeth says both. Cookies and chocolate, okay. Might have to fit some in before I give them up tomorrow. And I'm going to stamp these in a dark brown. Early espresso. Because I don't feel like using black. So from my art days, my art teacher used to say you don't have to use black. And that is so true. I'm just looking for my foam mat. Just right in front of me. Sometimes you don't want to use black, and I don't know how many we need. Best to have those extras than not having them. And chocolate. I think early espresso is the perfect chocolate color. In fact, if I, no, can't use that bit. So cookies, cookies, cookies. We're going to put them between the clouds. We're going to put them behind the acetate. So we're going to have some fun with this. I think I'll grab another Mr. White scrap. I have a problem. I don't like to throw out bits of cardstock that I've cut off. of the cookies we're going to leave as is, and some we will stamp fill in. And same with the chocolates, I think, just for fun and variety. So give those two clean. So this stamp set's fantastic that you can do just the outline stamping, or you can two-tone stamp by grabbing the filler. And that's always fun. I love the two-step stamping. I think it's just so much fun. Why would you want to do anything else? And for this one, might need to experiment. Oh, we have the perfect brown. The cinnamon cider. I totally forgot about it for a moment there. I think that's going to look amazing. What do we think? I have to say, cinnamon cider is my favorite brown. Yeah. And don't stress if you don't perfectly align. It's kind of designed to be slightly smaller and off. And it gives you that hand stamped feel. Let's do some chockies. We might, let's see if I stamp off as well, just for kicks. That's a good stamp off spot. Ooh, so much fun. Is that all in camera? Ooh, just off. I think all the chocolates will stamp in. And I feel like the stamp off ones are quite lovely too. I'm going to stamp them all in, but two tones of cookies. There we go. Who loves cookies and chocolates? I feel like a cup of milk will be needed, particularly with cookies. Who doesn't love a good cookies and milk? And we need to quickly die cut those, but lucky for us, we have some dies. Ooh. Susan, that's a very long message and it sounds sad. And I think you probably mean the age of 99, not 999. Because if she's 999, that is super impressive. So she had a fall, 7 broke the head of her femur. Oh dear, that does not sound good. Sorry to hear that, Suzanne, should I say. And the cookie die. And tomorrow, what's exciting is the Stamp and Cut Emboss machine is available for purchase by customers. But what's super duper exciting is the magnetic plate. So it's not a base plate, it's a cutting plate, and you cut directly onto it and it holds the stamp. So that will mean that you won't have to watch. I'm seeing the care like emotion thing coming across my screen. Thank you so much. But what is awesome about the magnetic one is that you won't have to sit here and watch me tape my dies down after that. And it's self-healing, so you can die cut, and it's supposed to be amazing. I can't wait to have it. Woo. Yes, good point, Elizabeth. I hope. Thanks, Lou. Hope that your aunt makes a speedy recovery. Cookies and chocolate for me. It was a cookies and chocolate kind of afternoon. Well, my kids seemed like they had a lot of cookies and chocolates. They hadn't. My daughter is going sugar-free with me tomorrow. That's pretty cool. I'm going to have inbuilt support at home. Not that my kids eat that much sugar anyway. And my hubby is too. I'm really excited about that. Love that they're joining me. So Sugar-Free September is all about raising funds for kids with muscular dystrophy so that New South Wales Muscular Dystrophy can continue supporting them and their families in this journey of scary medical journey of theirs. And they do amazing things. There is no link though between sugar and muscular dystrophy. It's just a good chance to get people involved, raising funds and getting themselves healthy. So I like that. I mean, it would be fun if there was a connection, but I like that they picked something that encourages people to be healthy. Not that we're all about the healthy tonight. We're all about the cookies and chocolate. Lou, you're liking it? This is, I've got to say, I love the stamp set. Haven't played enough with it. Today is my second time. But anyone who sponsors me in Sugar-Free September will be getting a handmade card made with this stamp set. And I plan on having an online class using the stamp set later this month. So there's lots of reasons to love this stamp set. 2 more cookies and then we can get sort of decorating. I want to also die cut the words chocolate and cookies. Oh, absolutely. Susan, I thought you might be nominating, but it wasn't clear before. But yes, I love that nomination. So I am asking people to nominate for this card to be sent to someone. But I love Suzanne's nomination for her aunt who's in hospital with a broken femur at the age of 99. We've got our cookies and chocolate. We need to die cut the word chocolate and cookies. And I'm just not sure what color. I was thinking blue, just because we've got the clouds. Yeah, let's go blue. And let's go Misty Moonlight. Because it will work very well alongside the cinnamon cider. Cookies, chocolate, one more thing, one more die cut. Run that through. The lights don't hit the right angle for Now, any comments about the lighting I would greatly appreciate, because I bought new lights and now I'm using my new lights and my old lights together. I'm not sure if that's it wasn't the point. I wasn't planning on using both. Felt like the new lights weren't dark enough. I should have added the adhesive back sheet to that. Too late. Oh, good. So yeah, particularly for those who regularly watch, I'd love to hear what your experience with the current lighting is. Okay, where did I put it? So I'm not assembling the card right now because I want to be able to add bits in, but we will put our extra clouds on, and I'm going to put them on dimensionals just to get more of that layered look. I thought it would be fun. And then we could have cookies and chocolates floating between the layers of clouds. Lighting not very bright. Yes, I'm thinking I might have to return the new lights. Like, it's brighter with all four, but it just doesn't, it seems to be more shadows almost. Not happy, Jan. Hello, Joan. Lovely to, well, I'm not really seeing you, but lovely of you to join me and for sharing. Thank you very much. Add dimensionals to this set of clouds. Actually, probably shouldn't have done that because I was going to say stamp something first. Today's plan: consume cookies and chocolates, and I put dimensionals on. I am loving the new Stamp and Cut Emboss machine. I keep saying every time I'm live though I need to give it a name. I'm going to pull these dimensionals off because I forgot to stamp. Actually, do you know what? It'd be easier if we cut another one. It runs so smoothly. It is, what can I say? It cranks so smoothly compared to the Big Shot, if I'm allowed to say that. Hope the Big Shot police don't come after me. And just so easy to use, and I'm super duper excited about the magnetic plate because I did not like the magnetic plate off the Big Shot. It was magnets all over the place, and the dies tend to move towards whichever magnet they felt like, whereas the upcoming one is all magnet. Yeah, I cannot recommend this highly enough, to be honest. Okay, and I had it about yay height. Trim that. There we go. And that's the top layer there. And we're going to stamp today's plan. Let's find that stamp. Today's plan, consume. Or today is a, oh, I like that better. But then I've already, let's see. We're going to do some. Ooh. So I've been using it a lot. My bottom plate is already, I'll show it to you. It is not new anymore, as you can see. But I love it. I think it's a fantastic machine. I love that it folds. Today is, oh no, that's what I used last time, so I'm not going to do that. Today's plan, consume. Need a bigger block for that. There we go, that fits perfectly there. I'll do that in Misty Moonlight as well to match the cutouts. Today's plan, consume. Well loved, yes. In a month. What is it? I pre-ordered it on the 4th of August. It arrived crazy fast. I've never had a delivery arrive that fast. I ordered it on the Tuesday and it came on the Thursday. I thought that was pretty insane. Now, dimensionals. I mean, I'm not complaining. I loved getting it so quickly and being able to try it out. But I have never had a delivery from Stampin' Up so quick before. Though I don't think it was Stampin' Up. I think Australia Post was on their game that day or that week. Okay, today's plan: consume cookies, and then we'll put the chocolate down here, and we'll glue those down last just because they're going to go a bit onto the acetate, which is perfect. And so, yes, Lou's order took a interesting journey tour. It went from Sydney down to Melbourne, then back up to New South Wales, mid-north coast. I'm not sure why. So I'm loving the idea. So that's what I was saying about the layers of clouds. I don't know if that's coming through. If I hold that up, I'm going to put those chocolates right there as if they're peeking through the clouds. The word chocolate is going there. So we'll put another set of chocolates down here. And I'm pressing that down as if it was closed. And we're going to take another set of chocolates and have it peeking through right there. So I'm adding chocolates and bits to the inside of the card as well. My glue oozed then, but you get the idea that they're sticking through, peeking through. That's why I haven't assembled the card yet. And now for the cookies. We definitely need a cookie right there. Ooh. Glue. My fingers are a bit tacky now. Add a cookie right there. Shoo! A bug. A bug on my desk. Oh my goodness. Hey Megan, how's it going? I'm going to put a cookie there. Now we're going to put the acetate, and then we're going to put some cookies and chocolates on top of the acetate as well. Best method to glue acetate down is, I think, some Terra tape, because it's easy and strong adhesive. Megan, I'm doing a 10 card tonight, a bit like the one you sent me, but with cookies and chocolates. So I'm going to peel off that release paper. And place that down. Yes, so Megan, when I first started my fantastic fun folds, to be honest, I eyeballed the length of this bit, and it needs to be You can see the acetate cannot be bigger than this, which I thought I made that 13.8. No, I didn't. I did the maths wrong. I wanted mine to be a bit bigger. Mine was supposed to be almost 15 centimeters, so that's why it's a little bit short and stubby. This is what happens when you don't write out the measurements ahead of time. Maths fails me. But that's okay. I'm going to just slightly trim the acetate. See, I thought I had more time tonight once the kids were in bed, but then I didn't get them to bed. That's okay. So we're going to open that up. Make sure the acetate sits above. So my blog will have all the correct dimensions. I'll do the proper sizing before I place them up and upload this video to the YouTube. But you get the gist. I did not. There. I got some adhesive on that acetate, but all I need to do is take my white eraser and that will take it all off. And let's glue our words on. This is where the adhesive back sheets would have come in handy. Cookies. And chocolate. So I'm trying not to squeeze the glue so that it's not going to ooze out. Just lightly get some on the back of this. I could sponge it on too. So today's plan, consume cookies, chocolates. We'll add some more chocolates there. Now with the acetate, I was going to say we probably, let's take the other chocolates. Probably best to stick onto the acetate using tear and tape because it'll adhere quickly, efficiently and strongly. Put a chocolate up there and let's see, put a cookie right there and we'll trim the edge. Ooh. I am debating, silently debating, Elizabeth, whether I want to put that on or not. So Elizabeth has just commented live that I shouldn't forget to dot my I of the word cookies, and it's more of a can I be bothered to try to get glue on that itty bitty dot there. I'm going to just trim this cookie. Trim that very well. There. Okay, I'll do it just for you. There. I've got a tiny amount of glue. And there you go. Elizabeth, just for you. Now I've got a comment come up now saying agree, just leave it. But I managed to do it. I managed to somehow squeeze the bittiest bit of glue. There. So that is my cloud cookie and chocolate plan. I guess the clouds is a bit of like I'm dreaming with going sugar-free September. I'll be dreaming about consuming cookies and chocolates, but I will not be consuming them personally. And if you wanted, you can write on the back, and since I put glue on this and I got some marks from my Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine because I haven't cleaned it, and this was white cardstock, let's put some cookies and chocolates on the back here. You love it, Priscilla? It's something different, that's for sure. Where should we put the... I feel like the cookies should go there. Love the dot. It finishes it off, doesn't it? And so the card, the 10-fold, you can see if I pop it that way, you can see the 10-fold and it sits up, and I've kind of created those layers by layering the clouds on the top, and then by having the some cookies and chocolates behind the acetate, it creates a bit more depth. One more quick thing to do, and that is to stamp the envelope. And for today's envelope stamping, we shall stamp, when I can find, what I put them back. I was very organized. Thanks, Megan. I'm feeling a bit annoyed with myself that, because I didn't write out the measurements and did them all in my head, it didn't quite work out. As you can see, it's quite short compared to the envelope, but that's okay. I'll own my mistake. I should have been more organized and wrote it all out, but clearly I did not do the maths very well in my head. Where's the early espresso? Hello. So we're going to add some cookies and chocolates to our envelope flap, because we can. Because I like to decorate the envelope as well. Oh, thank you, everyone. I'm loving the card. I just wish it was a little taller. That's all. Wow, it's starting to bucket here. I don't even know. Is the sound of the rain coming through on the video? Feels like it will be. Sounds like. I should say not feels. I can't feel the rain at all. Feels like the rain sounds should be coming through the video. Yes. It's loud. And where's that scrap? There. Just stamp off onto us again. The cookies too. I don't know why I'm trying to reach for the same paper I stamped off previously, but really? You have no rain there, Lou. Is that true? Or am I misreading that? Wow! Funky. One more. There we go. So my envelope flap is also all about the cookies and chocolates. So there we go. Please let me know if you have any questions. Please keep nominating people. I will not be eating cupcakes. Is that a cupcake or is that an ice cream? And you can support my endeavours to quit sugar for a month by sponsoring me. I'll put the link to my sponsor page up on. It's for a good cause and it is tax deductible if that's something that tickles your fancy. And if you are a customer or don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you are in Australia, I do have a customer loyalty program. For every $50 you spend, you get a sticker. Collect 10 stickers and you will get free products from me up to the value of $50. This is my September host code, and if you input that, that allows me to send you a little something in the mail, which I'm really behind on, but I'm getting there. I will try to send some rain to you, Joan. Share the love. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I hope I can see you on Wednesday for some creativity time. Good night and goodbye.